Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming down to the press room. This is becoming like my favorite room, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm very, very excited about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe's choice, Kamala, to be his running mate. She was my top draft pick. I had a chart made up that I did, and this is really how I laid it all out. I did a pie graph because I like pie graphs. I like charts and graphs and everything, and I chose her. I chose her and knew he was going to choose her before he knew he was going to choose her. So I won the office pool, which is, what is it, Kelly? What is it? Oh, an Amazon gift card for $100. So I did that. So much winning. She was my number one choice. Number one. And now we're going to take her apart. Because she's a big phony baloney. She's a liar. She's lied about many, many things. Her lying is out of control. She lies about lying, which is really the worst type of lying when you lie about lying. She lies about big things. She lies about little things. She lies about things, lots of things, many things. She's a fibber, and she bends the truth, and she misleads. She makes things up. Just out of thin air, she makes things up. She's a disaster. She wants to defund the military and sell off all the equipment like a garage sale and get rid of everything in the military. We would make a lot of money for sure, but then there'd be no military, and there'd be no one to salute me. And no one salutes the way I salute, because I learned at military school. Where did she go? She didn't go to military school. I went to military school. Kamala wants to defund the police. She wants to get rid of the police. No police. Zero police. She can't even mention the word police. That's what she says. She doesn't want any cop shows on. She was the one who got Cops and Live PD canceled. Okay, a lot of people don't know that. They call that cancel culture. Did you know that? How about you? She also worked behind the scenes to get Paw Patrol defunded. She wants that show defunded. Honestly, who doesn't like puppies? Well, obviously, Carmela doesn't like puppies. She also doesn't like dogs. She canceled McGruff, the crime dog. She got rid of him because she didn't want kids to be cops. Can you believe this? And I've met McGruff at many, many events. And a lot of people don't know, but that's actually a guy in a dog suit. It's not a dog on his hind legs in a trench coat. Everyone knows that she also can't stand Smokey Bear, so she's a bad person. She also wants to raise taxes to limits we've never seen before. We're talking 90, 95, 110% in taxes, and it's not going to work. That's a lot. And it is true, and I want to get this out of the way right now. It is true. I gave her $6,000 to her campaign for California Attorney General, but she's a phony. I thought I was contributing to somebody else, and I've requested that I get my money back. And she doesn't have a return policy, which shows you how horribly terrible she was at the AG. She's against fracking. She doesn't like fracking. Who doesn't like fracking? She won't take fracking money. It's a fracking disgrace. Fracking is fracking awesome. Fracking is tremendous. Fracking is a big deal. A lot of people make a lot of money from fracking. I like fracking. It's jobs. She's against petroleum. She's against petroleum jelly. And I think everyone loves jelly. I think that's one thing we can all agree on as Americans, right? Jelly. She hates jelly. And that tells you a lot about who she is. A jelly-hating liberal. I have wonderful memories with jelly, peanut butter and jelly. What's more American than peanut butter and jelly? And she hates it, so she hates America. And from what I understand, she hates Lunchables, too. She's a nasty woman. Very mean to Brett Kavanaugh, who is now one of the Supremes. And I won't forget how she was so mean to Justice Kavanaugh. He's such a nice guy. A little pudgy in the middle, like the Pillsbury Doughboy, but a nice guy. She was horribly mean to the Supreme Kavanaugh, and there is no place for people to be mean to other people in this government. And for that, she's a horrible, rotten, terrible, nasty person for her meanness. And she should try to be nice. She might be nice, like me. I'm a nice guy, and I love the black people. I love the black people. And she's bad for African Americans. She locked up more African Americans than anybody. I have never locked up one African American. In fact, my criminal justice reform just set free many of the people that she locked up. She didn't even try to get them back on track. That's what I'm going to call my prison reform program, Back on Track. I freed the people she illegally incarcerated, like Roger Stone. That's why I'm the greatest president since Abraham Lincoln. For the black people, I freed the blacks and I freed the Stones. She makes a big deal about going to Harvard. What's that, Kelly? Oh, Howard. Howard University. I could have gone to Howard University. I was accepted to Howard University. I would have done really well at Howard. I guarantee you I would have stood out in my class. But I went to the University of Pennsylvania, where I graduated #1 with the highest grades in the history of the university because I have MIT blood because of my uncle, John Trump from MIT. And that's where they keep my blood, in a vault. And I did #1 on the cognitive test. And let's see if she takes it, right? Person, woman, man, camera, TV. I can remember that because I have a big brain. And you need a big brain to be the president of the United States or the vice president. But let's face it, Sleepy Joe, he's not going to make it. And you're going to have her as president if we don't stop her. No questions.